Alright, in this class we're going to look at component mode or sub-object mode for our curves. Okay, so let's dive straight into it. I'll go to my top viewport and let's see what we can do. So this is grid. Let's draw with our, let's say, our EP curves. Let's just draw something like so, and let's complete it. So right click, we have our curve point, we have our control vertex first. So the way this works is you could just highlight this and move it around, then bring this inside here. So that is that. For that you have another one here, Alt B to change to try options. I think this is better. I don't know. Okay, so that is that. For your control vertex, we have our edit point. Okay, this is unlike your control vertex, you are having your edit point here where you can just drag this up and down. It's more precise depending on what you're looking for. You can play around with all of this. Is that fine? Then we have others like your should I say, curve point is when you want to add a point. Okay, you can just click here, we have two, maybe here, go to curves and insert knots. So with that, now when you go back to your control vertex, what you added, it's here already, so it's just it. So let's move on to other ones basically. Okay, so let's draw something with our basic curves. Basic curves, something just simple. Just click. Hope you remember what I said, that the basic curves gives you control over your curves and your sharp points there. So we have curve points like before. You can just add, hold your shift to add more, and just go to curves and insert there. And when you don't do this for your Bezier, you do it for your EP. So if you want this to work for your Bezier, you have to convert it to NURBS first. I'll show you that later. Okay, so here you just have you have a hole here. Okay, oh really? You have a hole that you could play around with. I don't really, I've not used this before for the Bezier anyways, but what I've used 100% of the times, let's say 90%, is control vertex. Okay, you just push this around. And one thing that makes the Bezier different is the fact that the Bezier has control point handles. And the rule is, the closer it is to the roots there, the steeper the point. So it means for this point, the handles there are inside. Okay, they are very much close, and that's why you cannot even see it at all. That's why it's so steep. Okay, but even though you want your Bezier out, you can do that. You can just come to your curves, go down to Bezier, and we have Bezier there. You can just click your Bezier and you have this that you can drag to fit. Okay, you can drag this to fit. Basically, so let's say you're done and you want to play around with, like, you want to add curves. If you observe, I cannot add curve points. Let me do that again. Curves. If I try to insert knots, okay, it worked. It's okay, it worked. Okay, it's possible then. Let's add one here. Okay, let's say I want to add a knot here. Curve points. Add, let's say 3. Hold my shift. Add. Go to curves and go to insert knots, then go back to control vertex. So you can see them here. That's how we inserted, giving us more control and leverage. So that is that basically. Okay, for your let's say your EP. Okay, I'm done with the EP, the pencil. Let's say you're done, and and you right click. Control vertex, of course, you can be having things like this, but so you could same thing with your more like your EP curves, so to say. The EP curves pencil follow the actual definition of what the NURBS is. Okay, let me undo to where we had the Bezier. I wanted to make you understand that having this here, you can just hold your shift, right click, and convert it to NURBS. So when you do this now, when you convert, it's going to look like your EP curves, so to say. So that's why I said it's a redefinition of what they call NURBS. Bezier curves are not in quotes, if you permit me to use that word, NURBS in this software. If you're going to be carrying out some, additional, editings on this, you have to convert it to NURBS, which is, words the EP curves and pencil is by default. Okay, so that is that basically. And so you have your CV. Some people say they love the CV. Okay, so I'm not here to fight them, but okay, so let's just stop here and right click again and complete. So the sub object, we have the curve point like before. You can go to your curve, add one here, add one here, add one here, go to curves, insert nodes, and when I then go back to control vertex, I have them there. You can see if you observe the trend, the CV, the pencil, and the EP curve follows a particular order, more like the sub-component options. But the Bezier follows the different options. That means the Bezier is not really NURBS, so we have to convert it to NURBS by the steps that I showed you earlier. Okay, that is that. So other options like the attach, detach, insert. Okay, I've used the insert node already, extend, and offset, and rebuild, and so on. We'll look at that in a separate video. Okay, but basically, this photos is what you'll be using as a beginner. All right, thank you. See you in the next video.